So, dear friends, today I have Ahmad Al Cheik with me. He's a seasoned HR professional, close to 15 years of experience in HR, and he's a very passionate HR person. Ahmad, very happy to introduce you to our show and
Thank you so much.
happy to welcome you.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure, even. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Ahmad, I think you have taken the journey. Generally, people who do employment for some time and also going your way on HR. You started your own business in HR. So the people generally say HR is a cost function. We can't do anything strategic. Everything CEO has to do. So, what is the thing? Because I also happen to know that you are not from a HR background, but you've been working in HR and really turning HR around and have a focus and mindset to take HR to a next level. So, what is that? Your idea behind that?
About the HR as a cost center. HR never been like a cost center. HR always, maybe it's a long time before, used to be an HR as an administration work. They used to be like a cost, salaries, whatever. They can see it as an department that it's really an expenses department, just spending. We are not generating any money from the HR. But now with the new generation, with the new concept of HR totally changed. HR present the department itself as a department of innovation, department of developing, department of that talent that it's really matter here. Before COVID or even after COVID. We have like a war for talent. Everyone is looking for the talent. The talents are now from any nationality. It's not about this specific nationality. It's about the skills. It's about the character. It's about the attitude. It's about the people that they can add value to the organization. So I believe HR change itself has like a seat on the table, contribute with the decisions now, can even can align the strategy or can match working with the CEO with the strategy for the organization. Before HR just they were giving them for the goals and they only implement. Now they can contribute, they can have the right skills. We can have the matrix for everyone to know where they are, to know where we are going through, and how we can enhance their performance. And when the talents performance is enhanced gradually, or after that, we can ask for the revenues, we can ask for the profit. So from a cost center to a strategic level, I believe the HR is going right now, and even it will contribute even more from now till I believe 2030, because the concentration it goes to the HR. The concentration looks for the automation, how we can adapt with the automation, how we can adapt with the culture, how we can change the culture. HR even part with the culture, contribute even with the change with the culture change. I believe HR and CEO they are working together for
Mm.
the company and for the goals and the strategic level of the company.
Yeah, understood. So you mentioned about culture. So culture is a word which we always say, but
Yes.
how do you? Who takes responsibility of a company culture?
If I'm talking like about organization culture, let's say, if I it's a critical aspect of any company, and it's a responsibility, for example, for everyone in the company. And instead of saying like it's a shared responsibility by everyone, it starts from for sure the CEO, the top or the level of the company. He put, or let's say, the leaders, the leader team of the company, including the CEO and the other leaders. They are playing a very pivotal role to set the tone of the culture, and even defining the culture, defining the values, defining the mission, defining the artifacts of the company. When the CEO define all of this, and when the leaders have like the tone of the culture, I believe the employee they can be even part of it. The HR can contribute in implementing, reinforcing, making
the
the
organization.
policies and the procedures, but at the HR, they are not the main part of drafting or of creating the organization culture. It should come from the top. It should come from their leaders. We can lead by example, and when they set the values of the company, for example, and when they set the mission that we are trying to achieve, they can contribute or they can convey this mission to the employees, to the other leaders, to the other department. And here we have like a collective efforts for everyone, and the HR can help the CEO for maintaining the culture, and the employees as well will play a role as a collective, as a holistic efforts. But
Understood.
CEO, the top, has to be the one who create the culture or
Okay.
maintaining the culture.
Okay. So nowadays there are a lot of things which we are talking about on AI. So AI has come, people are changing, and all those things. How AI is making an important aspect, or how AI is making changes in the organizational culture, or how people are taking AI into their strides.
AI, it's the elephant in the room now. It's the elephant in the room now. With AI, everyone is dealing with the AI. I believe we came to the point that we cannot, like everything we are doing, if we need to search for any small thing, we are going for the AI. And AI in the companies, I really get shocked when I see some companies, they don't at least practice kind of AI, or still they are not encouraging their employees to use AI. AI will never replace the human. This is forget about it. A human, everything, especially with the HR, it's a human resources and will stay as a human resources. Uh, will never replace a human, but at least we can avail from AI to empower our employees. This is the new generation, they are so attracted, or they are so attached to everything related to the digital, to everything related to the automation. So for me, let's give this opportunity for them even to innovate and to create more. So AI has to take place nowadays, and even it will continue, it will never stop here, and we will reach the level. Maybe now we are talking about AI as a normal, maybe later after 2 3 years we can see what we are talking now is still old, because every day something new comes. Some of the companies still, they are even didn't still don't go for a digital, and the transformation has to be very soon. Like the transformation, it's we don't need to have like behind us anything on our back. Like let's go further, let's have an AI as an advantage, and take this advantage and encourage our employees even to use AI with every aspect, even ChatGPT, whatever. Now job description, they can create it AI in 1 minute. But the issue, we have to customize. Like we cannot, for sure, we cannot copy paste, because every culture, every
Yeah.
role, every responsibility is different. But at least to facilitate our time, to reduce our time, and even to help our employees even to innovate.
Understood, understood. And so you've been in Dubai, and you've with different organizations, different countries, and now the country's economy is stable, growth is rapid, and we need a lot of manpower. You also touched upon people from different nationalities work with the talent. What we are looking at,
Right.
we are in the hunt for talent. So, what is the key important aspects of hiring, and what are the new trends and technologies you find in hiring?
For the hiring, the talents are over. Like the talents, you can find talents everywhere. This is, we need to agree about it. But it's not about even to find the talent. It's about to find the right talent that will stay long in our organization, and the talent that really align with our values and our culture. Everyone, you can find everyone are passionate to find a new job. Everyone are dreaming to have like to change their career for better career, and you can find talent. I believe one of the platforms to find the talent, I concentrate on LinkedIn for sure. This platform, it has like a huge number of people which I can avail myself. We have many cloud system which is it help to attract talent, but before we go to attract, we need a human touch in HR. I cannot rely on ATS systems just to hire. We have a lot of people here. If I don't go and select and even identify the people that I need with their potential, there are many hidden aspects on their CV. I cannot rely on the keywords of the ATS only. It can facilitate my job, but I need a human touch to be included. Uh, in all aspect in HR, we are looking. If I need to say that I'm looking for a talent, the first thing I am concentrating with about the before the skills is about the ability, is about the attitude, is about the character. This is the first that really matters for me. After that, I can go deeper. I can even dive deeper with the CV. I can understand what the background it is. Everyone now are able to learn. I'm learning a lot from my even staff. They have minor experience, but I really learn a lot. I really learn a lot from their interaction with the AI, from even how they're understanding their life, how they live their life. Okay, we are mixed as a generation Y between generation X and the generation Z, but to know it all doesn't exist anymore. So I believe if we need to hire, let's hire for attitude, character, and after that discover the skills.
Skills.
And the skills can be learned, but attitude is even hard to be learned.
I think so many things are very basic in HR. I think we have to really keep the basics correct to take HR forward. I think that is what. And so, Ahmed, you
That's
are
why
also
we need a
talking
growth
about.
mindset.
Yeah. So, and you are also talking about though there are a lot of technologies available, so human touch is important. So, what are all the key technologies or tools you use or you find your clients using to speed up HR or recruitment? So, what is the thing in the market right now?
Uh, okay, the question is very good, but why it's good to tell you one thing. We will find Dubai. It's like an amazing, innovative country here, but you know, most of the companies still bad using softwares. With my survey, I did it like a year ago. 80% of the company, they don't have an ERP system yet.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
now, yes, nowadays, like a year or more, they start using the cloud system. Okay,
Hmm.
cloud system is the cheaper. Cloud system, it's doesn't cost money, and it's basic. Big companies I interact with, still they are using the Excel, and this is really a very big problem if we need to go for the employee experience and to have a
Experience.
great employee experience. If I don't provide the technology and I don't facilitate this technology, the employee, they still stuck with the old method of working. So yes, they are saying, or in other word, believing that this kind of technology, it's money cost, so we can postpone it. And every now and then they are postponed this plan, and we reached the 2024, and many companies are still not using the technology as overall. But if I need to talk about the cloud system, there are many cloud systems, which is I can mention them, are very good, customized according to the country even. I can say Zen HR, for example, one of the cloud system that it's really works very well in KSA and even in UAE. But if I need to speak about ERP system, for sure, SAP.
SAP, SAP. Okay.
SAP, and second, it can come Oracle.
Oh, okay, okay. Still,
But
those guys are ruling the roost.
but but are very expensive. We need to invest to take all the features of this ERP system. Some of the companies, they are using it for accounting, for example, not for all the department. But as an HR, if we need to be integrated with all the department, SAP, it's the number one. And the cloud system, Zen HR, covered many aspects related to the HR.
Okay. So you touched upon when we talked about tools and other aspects on employee experience. So how, what do you feel about employee experience? What makes a good employee experience for an organization?
Perfect. Employee experience consists of three parts, three important parts. If we follow these three parts, we are having a very good employee experience. If not, so we are not in a good track on employee experience. First of all, uh, that consists 40% of overall employee experience is, again, we are talking about the culture. Culture matter. So when you will have a good culture, you are participating in 40% of the overall employee experience. Second is about the physical environment or the physical workplace. It's 30% of employee experience. And the last one is about the technology. Technology consists 30%. If I need to speak about 30, 40, 30, 30, it's 100. And there's a book for Jacob Morgan, talk about the employee experience, is a very amazing book, and he spoke in details about those three aspects. When we have like a good work environment, whatever it's like an the layout, the way that we communicate, our style, the artifacts of the culture, this workspace is really matter for the employee to have a very good environment, very let's say a very good environment to interact with the other. So the work environment, this is 30%. The technology that they are using on their daily basis, when I'm talking about the technology, is everything related to technology. I'm talking about the communication, about the way we communicate, technology overall, and the culture. The culture, it's a big subject. The culture that really matter from the top to down, the values, the mission, the artifacts, everything related to the culture. So those three components consist or make the employee experience better from pre-hiring till the offboarding.
Okay. So, and one famous saying we always have, like, HR is a function which looks easy, but it is the most difficult function to handle. So, do you all agree on that one? So, as a HR person, or
I
how
had
do
I
you look
had a
at it?
post regarding to that like 2 weeks back.
Is
Yeah,
it? So, I haven't seen that one, but
yes, I
okay,
totally agree with that. I totally agree about it. Everyone looks about an HR like it's easy. It's about
yeah,
hiring and firing.
hiring and
Okay,
firing, talking to people, no
okay.
work in system.
But just
You just talk to. They think that we are from day to evening. We will be only talking to people. So that's what people think outside.
Exactly, 100%. And even they think about the HR just if they need to spread or just to convey a bad news. So the HR, the person that can communicate those news to the employees. HR, the role of HR is huge. It's really hard when we implement the right HR, but when we need to just have like hiring and firing, it's not that easy, but it's not even that hard. If we need to find the right talent, it's not about to bring someone and to hire it. It's about, as I mentioned before, it's about to find someone that is really fit with the culture. And when we're talking about the culture, we need to assist our culture. We need to know our culture, what the values of our culture. We cannot, for example, have values as a transparency, and we never, for example, we never mention the salary scale, or we never even mention the salary range in our job description. Our values is about the transparency. So let's have the values and let's match those values with our culture and convey that to our even employees to start even aligning the employees with our culture. So it's not about the values that we put, it's not about the values that we show off for the market that we have a good values. It's about implementing these values and practicing it on a daily basis, and let our employees even be part of these values. Here we can have like a good culture that every employee will embody those culture. So HR is hard when they are implementing the HR, when really, and this is very important, when really will start interacting from the day one, or when I just take the phone and say hello to any of the candidate. Here our interaction as an HR started. Here the good picture that we need to start building the relation with our candidate. Here the employer branding. I'm an image for the company. I will be as an HR a reputation, a good reputation for my company. If I will spoil all of this, so employer branding, if I need to speak about the culture, if I need to speak about the image, if I need to speak about the employee experience, even customer experience is related to the HR. So when I will implement all of this aspect, the development, the training, the succession planning, the transformation, the digital, the coaching, the mentorship, how HR will gonna be easy.
Yeah, yeah. So I think rightly said. I think you're also putting a lot of posts regarding all these activities in LinkedIn. And one more important thing, I think previously you touched upon one thing, and working with different generations. So we have the baby boomers, we have the millennials, Gen Z, Zen Alpha, all those things.
Right.
So whom do you think right now is very important for the organization?
Uh, for me, every generation bring very good perspectives and very good skills, and even the way of work is different. But now it's the time for Generation Z. I As a generation Y, we have like the commitment. We like the job, even we are combined with the job stability, commitment, and even we start working with the tech. So we are like a combination of different with many skills. But now is the time for Generation Z, and really we need to study well even Alpha when they will start working. Generation Z now consists 30% of our workforce. 30%, like from now to 2030, they will be like the number that will get increased even. So if we don't know how to deal with this generation in a way, how to deliver value for them, because now if I need to compare between the two generation, we are more stable in a way of, we like to work, we like to stay as a generation Y. We are as a generation Y afraid from tomorrow. We need to build, we need the we have the responsibility that we need to have a future. But the new generation, they have all of this, but even they need the purpose of work, the
Hmm.
meaningful of work. If the company will not be able to provide this purpose for those Generation Z, they will really leave. It's not like Generation Y or X, they will stay and they are afraid of tomorrow. Maybe I will lose my job, whatever. If you can see, the Generation Z, the turnover is high. They are jumping from one company to one company. They are looking for passion, the purpose. So really, it's the mindset is a change totally from the Generation Z. So we have even to know how to deal with them, how to bring this value and passion to them, to work in a meaningful way. It's not about just to do, it's about to do and to thrive and to have this purpose. So every company has to deliver this purpose. Without this purpose, the Generation Z will lose the passion.
Passion, or yeah. Understood. So finally, Ahmed, I think you have given a lot of insights to the questions I asked, though the question looked very simple, and the insights you provided is highly great, and so it shows your experience and working with different organizations, and it's really taking us forward. And so finally, I want to ask you one thing. So what is the key trends where HR is going to move, and what we are going to see in next financial or 1.5 years time? What are all the things, maybe globally or in your part of the world? So what is the key trend where HR is moving?
For sure, for sure. And if in a word, it's about the transformation to digital. This is one of the important thing that every HR has to go very soon. Anyone will not go about it or will not implement the transformation will be and still late about. But the most important thing is about even the remote work. Many of the people or many of the companies are going for remotely. Like, okay, they are saving money, they are giving flexibility, whatever it is, they are our current employee. Let's say those four aspects has to be like very important for the HR, starting from the transformation to deal with the remote work, the well-being of our employees, plus even the upskilling and reskilling always our employee for the continuous learning, for the development for the employee, and for even the development of the organization as well, because it's a mutual benefit for the employee and for the organization. And to rebrand, to keep this employer branding under the umbrella of the HR, because it's really very important. Our employees are the ambassador for outside, so we need to have like a very passionate employee. They will deliver this message to outside. Same as the marketing, same the marketing, they are having this promotion, they're having this strategy. Our employees are the ambassadors, which is promote our company outside. So I believe those aspects are will stay within HR now, but for sure, and it's really important for the HR to go totally digital with the human touch.
Yeah, thanks, Ahmad. I think it was a great learning from you and understanding your insights being in HR. So I myself felt certain areas. I think though you say 80% of the organization have not moved to digital or ERPs in this one, I think you have a major insight, and people like you will
Yes,
add value to the HR industry. That's
right.
what I
But
feel. Yeah.
100%, thank you so much for you as well. The 80% for the Department of HR. Okay, you can find many organizations, they have a system related to the accounting system for the marketing, but HR, yes, majority, the survey that I did it, 80%, they are still not implementing a
Mm.
system that it's really deliver value for the employees and the
Sure.
system that it helps in the employee, the HR department.
Okay. I think, thank you, Ahmad. Thanks for your time. It's been wonderful talking to you, and your insights have been really helpful. I think people who are watching also will definitely gain from this one.
Thank you so much for your time as well. It was a pleasure, and I appreciate even your time.
Thank you. Thank you.